Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Myself AJ from automationjockey.com. In this video, we will learn about email automation in Automation Anywhere. To accomplish this, I will be sending emails from one to another and will be storing the data in an Excel file. I will also demonstrate you how to handle the attachments in email automation. So let's begin.
Okay, let me open up the Excel here and show you the output format. So here we have email address and all the fields that we need to extract from the email. Click now. Alright, okay. Next I will show you the attachments and the content that we are going to send. These are the attachments and these are the email contents which I'll be sending in the email. Let me launch Automation Anywhere Enterprise Client. Alright, now let us start with the Workbench. New Workbench. Here we have email automation commands which has get all message, delete all message and delete message. And now let me show you which will be the email content I will be sending. This is a basic form which will be sending in an email message, which will have the first name, last name, gender, then we have organization, contact number, designation, location and the message. The message is in multiple lines, so I'll show you how to do that as well. Alright, and these are the contents I will be sending. It's a simple CSV file. I will go ahead and start create the variables for the first name, last name, the fields that we want to extract from the email message, and save it to an Excel file. Since variable has been created, I will save the task. Give the name as file hyphen email automation. It will be email to Excel demo. Okay, now click on save. Let us add the command which is get all message. But before that, let me show you from where I'll be sending the email messages and to where. So the sent will be from rpa.from@gmail.com and email will be received at rpa.emailautomation@gmail.com. Okay, so let me move forward and add the email automation command, get all messages, and here we will enter the host name and everything. So host name for Gmail is imap.gmail.com. Username ID will be your email address. Here in this case it's rpa.emailautomation@gmail.com, and the password. Now Gmail requires SSL, so we'll enable that, and it's also using IMAP, and the port number is 993. Here you have option to select all the messages, only read and only unread, but for the demo I will use get all the messages in a plain text. You can use HTML in case you need to extract the images or the URL. Here we have to specify where we have to store the attachment files. So I will be storing in the C drive. C drive, email automation. I will create one more folder which is TMP. Now click on OK, and next step will be to save this email automation command. You also have option to overwrite the attachment files, so I'm not doing it at this moment, so just click on save. Now let me start sending emails from rpa.from@gmail.com to rpa.emailautomation@gmail.com. So we have received all the email messages that we have sent so far, and not all the email have the attachments. Okay, so let me minimize this and add a message box so we know which values are we getting in the email automation variables. So let me go to the message box. Here we will add a variable which is called email from, so we'll know who is the sender of the email. Next, I will add many email automation variables, so I will fast forward this portion as well. So in message box I have added 3 email variables which are email from, email subject and email message. Click save on the message command and save the task as well. But I forgot to add one column in the Excel file, that is the attachment. So let me add one more column in the M. I won't be saving the attachment in the Excel file, but I'll be storing the location where the attachment has been saved. Alright, so let me add this column. Attachment location. Now let me expand a bit and add a format painter. Alright, so we also have date on which the email has been received and the time, so we'll be using that as well. Now let me run the task. Okay, we got email from, email subject and email message. When you're dealing with multiple senders, you have to make sure the email from is exactly the same when you apply if condition, or you can also apply if contains. Since we have to extract data from email message, I had copied the entire text and will be saving it to an notepad, because we need to have the exact string for the string manipulation for extracting the data from email message. So let me click save it on the desktop. Okay, now let me also show you where the attachments are saved. In a temp folder, here you go. Not all the email will have attachment, but when it has, it will download to a temp folder. Here you can see the file has been added. Okay, now let me quickly show you how to manage these attachments. So let me minimize this and minimize this as well. But before that, let me do a string manipulation and get the information out, like first name, last name and all other fields that we need to extract. So I'll go to string manipulation or string operations and select before and after. Here we have to select system variable email message, and we need to extract first name. So let me add before value, which is first name and colon, and the value we need to get ends before the next line. So we have after, in that we have added enter, which will also work as a new line character. So let me save this operation and duplicate this command. Why I'm duplicating? Because the operation and the source string is going to be the same. Only the thing that's going to change is the before and after value and the output variable. So let me fast forward this as well. So here we need to extract the message. So let me quickly show you how we are going to do that. Let me just copy this, and if you see, it's in a multiple line. So if you hit enter, we will miss this regards and the other lines after that. So we need to extract this with the dash 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 in after value. So we have this hyphen, we just copy this and paste it in after. We also need to uncheck the remove new line character or an enters in a hot variable. Okay. Now, as discussed earlier, we need to manage the attachment as well. So let me show you where I will be storing these attachments. By default, all the emails will come to the temp folder, but we need to have it organized. So what I will do, I just copy this path and create a new folder in this location. So let me just quickly go upstairs on the command list and select file folder commands. In that, you have to use the command which is create folder. Okay, so let me just paste it, and since the folder has to be unique, I will be using email subject with other parameters. So it's an email subject. Oh, it's a mouse. Okay, email subject. But now we'll be adding another variables as well, which is day, month, year, and hour, minutes, seconds, and milliseconds. So let me do that. First I add day underscore. I will be using underscore as a delimiter between the values. So next variable I will be using is month, year, underscore hours, underscore minutes, underscore seconds, and the last underscore milliseconds. Now we can just click on save. Next step here is to copy the files from the temp folder to the new folder that we are going to create. So let me just do a browse, and from temporary let me select star from star. Okay, it won't do like that, so I have to add it manually. Backslash temp star.star. Alright, and the path here would be the new folder that we have created. Okay, let me click on save for now, and the next command we will be using is to delete all the temporary attachments in the temporary folder. So I will go to delete files, which is star.star. Alright, now before that let me just add all the comments here so we know what we are doing. Let me add the comment here. It will be get values from email message, and let me just copy and duplicate it to a new location, and this will be create folder for email attachments. Save. Next, what we're going to do is the delete temporary files. Sorry, copying attachment to new designated folder. Muted folder. Okay. And the last command is we are going to delete temp files. save. Okay, but I think I found an issue here. The millisecond value will change, the seconds value will also change very often. So let me just create a new variable here. It will be timestamp. Save. Null value yes, and I'll do a string operation. And I will be adding this the timestamp that we've created to a new variable, timestamp. Now we'll be using this variable each and everywhere so that the milliseconds or the seconds won't affect our process. So press F2 and add a variable timestamp. Let me copy this path because this is a destination folder. So let me paste. Oops. Let me cancel and copy it again. Click copy and paste in the destination folder. And now we can click on save. So what first we did is we created a timestamp variable which will have the milliseconds value as well, because when it goes to the next command the millisecond will change, so we don't have to worry about it too much. Now let me add one more command, which is adding a value, that is writing a value to an Excel file. Write value to Excel. Okay, but before that we need to open the Excel file as well. So let me go to the Excel command, open spreadsheet. Let me browse for the Excel file. It's okay, it's here. Email to Excel, open and click on save. Let me put it above the loop because we don't want to open it each and every time and Google gets a new email. So now we will be adding one more variable, which is row count. Let me disable the message box first. So it will be row count. And let me initialize it with a value of 2. Go to variable operation, select row count and initialize by 2. Alright. Why I have selected 2 here is because let me show you in Excel. The writing parameter starts with row number 2, so we'll start with row 2. Now let me add a comment here to increment it when it goes to the next line. So it will be increment the row count variable by 1. Save. Now we'll do a variable operation. It will be row count equal to row count plus 1. Okay. Now let me start writing to an Excel file. So I'll go to set cell, or we can just use the command that I already pasted here. So let me click on cancel and open the command here and select set cell option. Now we need to enter a value in the column A, which is email from. So I will be specifying A row count and value will be email from. press F2 and go to email variables, email from, click on save. Next thing we need to do is column B, which is date and time the email was received. So let me edit this email date and email time. So in automation we just need to specify the variable, which is email received date, and in C column it will be email received time. Here I'm repeating the process, so I'm fast forwarding it. So now, as you can see that we have added all the write to Excel commands here. So what it will do is, first it will open the Excel file, extract all the information from the email message. Now it will create a folder. It will copy all the attachment files from temporary to the designated folder. Then it will write all the values to an Excel file. Okay, let me make sure everything is in the right place. So go to the folders and check the temporary folder is empty. Okay, let me close the Excel file and click on run. Okay, now we can see the Excel is getting populated from the email messages that we have sent. Good. So all the 5 emails that we have sent so far has been populated to an Excel file, and the 5 folders which contains the attachment, if they have any, has been created. So let me open and show you the attachments. Here is it, 2 attachments. Okay, let me go to the Excel and check the values of them. We have email from, okay, email time received and date, subject, okay, and you can see we have a bit of problem with the gender. Maybe the string manipulation is not correct, so now let me go there and see what's going on. Go to the task editor, go to the gender string operation. Okay, we don't have gender name, it's just gender here. Click on save. Empty the Excel file. Okay, save it, close, and let me delete this temporary folders. Okay, and let's run the task. Again, we are reading all the emails not read, so we'll get all the email messages. So let me run. There you go. The gender is populating correctly, so everything is perfect right now. Now let us verify the attachment location. So let me copy the path and paste it to the Windows Explorer here. Okay, this email has no attachment. Go to the next email, copy the path, Windows Explorer. Okay, these have 3 attachments. So that's it, folks. This is how you can do basic email automation. In next video we will learn about more of email automation commands that are delete message and delete all messages. So stay tuned. Thank you.